Hi boys and girls. Since you guys are awesome writers, guess what? Today we're going to go back to that poster and keep on making it better and better. Remember, we want a really strong poster that your reader can read and go, oh yeah, that's right. You want to try to get them to feel the same way that you do about the topic. So today I wanted to show you something kind of cool. Something we can do when we're trying to convince people to do something or we're trying to convince them to continue doing something is we can make a little how-to. And you guys just learned how to do how-tos in our unit before this. Now, this won't be a whole book of how-tos because remember this is a poster and posters are something that people should be able to read pretty quickly. It's not a book that is going to take them a really long time to read. But we can add a very quick little how-to to our posters to show people what it is that we want them to do, or to kind of give a solution if we're offering a problem. So let's see how we can do that with my poster today. So if you see, here's my poster. Remember, I started with my opinion right here. Leaving the door open is the worst. Then I added a reason. We can get sick. Then I started to see, are there any words or sentences or phrases here that I really want to stand out? And I showed you guys that one move that writers can do to make their words stand out is to make them all capitals. Now remember, we just do that on some words or some phrases because if we make everything capital letters, nothing is going to stand out. You just want a few things to make it really powerful. So I changed my worst to making it all capital letters, and I added another reason that I thought was pretty important, and I made it in all capital letters. I am cold. Well, today I'm going to see if I can add a little how-to to help my readers figure out how they can help me solve this problem of leaving the door open. Now, as you can see, I don't have a lot of space to make a little how-to on this poster, but that's okay because just like I did with this one, I can keep on adding to this poster. So I'm going to add another paper, which actually, just fell down the floor. I'm going to pick it up. And on this paper, I'm going to give a little how-to. Now, what kind of how-to would be helpful if my problem is that people are leaving the door open and we're cold? I'm thinking the best kind of how-to would be how to make sure that door stays closed, right? How to keep the door closed, or how to stay warm in our house. So I'm going to make a very quick how-to. Now remember, like I mentioned earlier, this isn't going to be a whole book of how-tos because this is a poster and we want people to be able to stand in front of the poster and read it without it taking too long. This isn't a book. So I'm going to give it a quick little title. It's going to be called How to Keep the Door Closed. And one thing I can do that I didn't do, but if I'm still struggling with writing on a blank piece of paper, is I could have done the same technique that I did here and here, which is first I thought about my sentence, counted out the words, and made lines for each one. So I could have done that before and then filled it in with my words. Okay, remember that's always a really helpful strategy when writing in blank paper, or else our words can kind of go all over the place and then it will be hard to read. How to keep the door closed. Okay, this is going to be very short and simple. There's going to be 2 steps. 1. And it's going to show an open door. Oh no, door's open. There we do. Go, and the cold wind is coming in. Those snowflakes again, just to show how cold it is. Okay. So one thing is close the door if you see it open. If you see it open. So that's one. And another can be to, let's see, we're going to show somebody closing the door this time. And here they are, closing the door. Right, I'm gonna add details to this later. I know you guys are already thinking, Miss Laura, that's missing a lot of things. Okay, and here's the other one. If you go outside, close the door behind you, right? So that's gonna be the other one. If you go out, close the door behind you. All right, so look at that. That might be helpful because I'm giving a problem here, but maybe I also need to give a little bit of a solution and show people how to solve this problem. So let's see, how to keep the door closed. One, close the door if you see it open. Maybe I can put an eye there to show if you see it. If you see it, even if you didn't open it, you close it. And the second one is, if you go out, close the door behind you after you open it, right? All right, boys and girls, so I'm wondering, do you think a little short how-to like this will be helpful to add to your poster? I'm gonna add this to my poster and stick it there. All right, let's see what you guys do today.